Guys, we're basically signing our lives away to this thing. I was thinking
Yes!
Okay.
Yes! Alright, yes, we're doing this! Yes!
Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Horror. Now there's been a change of plans this week. Originally I was supposed to watch Orca the Killer Whale. Unfortunately, my copy of Orca stopped working a little over an hour into the movie, so I never got to finish it. Still to this day, don't know how it ends. So I had to find something else to watch, and I've decided to go with Haunt. Now this is a movie you can find on the Shudder app right now, and I've heard a lot of good things about it from horror fans. Critics, not so much, but we don't pay attention to critics on Saturday Night Horror. So yeah, I've heard some good things about this movie, heard it was very well done. I'm looking forward to watching it. I have never seen it before. The only thing I know of is it's about a haunted house. That's it. That's all I know about it, so I'm definitely looking forward to watching it. It'll be like a brand new experience for me watching this movie. So yeah, it came out in August of this year, I believe. I believe it was August. Had favorable reviews among horror fans. So, like I said, definitely looking forward to checking it out. Never seen it before. As far as cooking tonight, we're not gonna cook. We ate earlier, so we're good to go. So yeah, Haunt. Like I said, had to call an audible, find something else to watch. So hopefully Haunt will not disappoint. We'll find out. So, enough talking. Let's go out in the living room. Let's go watch Haunt. I'll see you out there. Alright, and Kitty has decided to join me for the movie tonight, so it's always nice to have Kitty out here. She's finally gotten comfortable, and I think she's actually going to take a nap. So, anyway, we've got Kitty out here. It's a good night. Alright everyone, Haunt is done, and I'm happy to say I was not disappointed at all with this movie. This movie, I loved it. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was freaking awesome. Yeah, so Haunt. It is about a haunted house, but it's one of those extreme haunted house attractions where they go a bit above and beyond what normal haunted houses go. So yeah, it's a group of friends that meet up with two other guys at a party, and to make a long story short, they end up coming across a haunted house attraction. So they decide it's Halloween night, let's go check it out. And it turns out to be one of those extreme haunted houses. They end up having to give up their cell phones and sign a waiver before they even go in, which, giving up their phones will come back to haunt them. See what I did there? Lame. But yeah, giving up their cell phones ends up screwing them in the end. So they go into this haunted house and they see all kinds of messed up stuff happening with the haunted house actors. And they soon realize, like, the actors, they're killing people with hot pokers. They got real spiders instead of fake spiders. All kinds of screwed up stuff. They have a wall with holes in it where you stick your hand in the wall and guess the body part. And one of the holes leads to a bunch of razor blades. One of the girls gets cut on her arm. So it's all kinds of stuff that they soon realize that these actors in this haunted house are not acting. They're really killing people. And this house is really screwed up. And it gets to a point where eventually one of the people from this group gets separated from the others. And she's the one that didn't suffer, honestly. The group that did not get separated, they all end up in this room with a chain link fence across. They're kind of locked in it, and they're wondering where this other girl is. And then this curtain opens up right in front of the chain link fence, and you see one of the actors dragging a body bag in, and she unzips it, and it's the girl that was missing from the group. And the actor takes a hot poker and impales her in the head with it, and that's when these kids realize that something is seriously effed up about this haunted house. That's when they realize they're in danger and they got to get the hell out. So basically, it's the actors in the haunted house are really trying to kill these kids, and by the time these kids realize it, they're they are screwed. So once they realize that, the rest of the movie is them trying to escape while being hunted down by all the actors in this haunted house. I thought it was really well. The one thing I did like about this movie is that the majority of the cast, the characters, were not total morons like you usually find in horror movies. They knew they had to get out. They knew they were in danger, and they intended to get out. They didn't make stupid decisions. They didn't, do the things that most moronic people in horror movies do, and I liked that. We actually had a smart, intelligent cast of characters here that knew what had to be done, and they put a plan in motion to achieve that, to get the hell out of there. So I liked that. I appreciated that. The moronic cast of characters gets old after a while. The kills in this movie were, some of them were pretty gruesome, some of them were pretty straightforward. Impaled in the head with a hot poker. And one guy hit a tripwire and got a giant screw shot into his neck. Let's see, another guy, the most brutal one, he died off camera. He got stabbed with the claw end of a hammer, and then after he was dead, the actor in the haunted house took the claw end of the hammer, put it in the guy's mouth, and just ripped his face off. Now you don't see the face ripping off, you see the beginnings of it where he's pulling the hammer up in the beginning. You hear the cracking of his jaw, then it cuts to another scene, but yeah, he pretty much ripped his face off. And they had a thing with faces. The actors in this haunted house had a thing with faces. They wanted to rip your face off, they wanted to mess up your face, and we find out later on that all these actors are a part of a cult that do body modifications to their face to make themselves look like real monsters and demons. And you see some of them unmasked, and they're just butt ugly. So they have like a kind of, I guess, a fetish with people's faces, ripping their faces off, changing their faces, and everything like that. So it was kind of weird. But yeah, this movie was brutal, man. The final girl, she suffered. God, she suffered before she got out. But she got her revenge in the end, and I'm going to leave it at that. But yeah, Haunt overall, I thought it was an awesome movie. I didn't know what to expect before watching it. Like I said, I've never seen it before, so once I started watching it, there wasn't really a dull moment in the movie. I mean, sometimes I find myself looking away from a movie for just a few minutes. This one, I did not. I actually just kept my eyes glued to the screen from beginning to end. It wasn't a dull moment. Like I said, I appreciated the intelligent cast. And it was just awesome. That's all I can say. It was a really good movie. You should definitely check it out. It's on the Shudder app now. And I just want to say, Shudder is awesome. If you don't have Shudder, you definitely got to get Shudder. They're awesome. All kinds of horror movies, horror series, everything up there you could ask for. So yeah, this is going to be a very short episode. Haunt was awesome. Definitely recommend it. Definitely check it out. And that's going to be it, guys. That's going to be it for this episode. Like I said, a very short episode. Had to kind of call an audible here. The original plan, had to scratch it, but we ended up seeing an awesome movie instead, so I'm happy it worked out. So yeah, that's going to do it, guys. We're going to end this with our musical piece. We're going to reveal what next week's movie is, which I'm excited about because I haven't watched it in a while. Hopefully that movie works all the way through. But yeah, everyone, I want to thank you for watching this episode. Like I said, a very short one, but it was an awesome movie, so I'm happy with it. Hope you enjoyed watching it. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate the support. Hope you all have a good week, man. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.